Hello, Mr. Ransom.
Good work, Gaspar. Have any trouble?
Yeah, they put up a fight. We lost 4 of our men, and Curly's got a slug in his shoulder.
Hey, Curly.
Yes, boss?
Come inside. I'll take a look at that shoulder. Here, you check those first.
Right.
Oh, every time you get hurt, you're always crying and
You ever shot?
Sure you didn't leave any evidence to make the Mountie suspicious?
No. I moved the 4 boys they shot far from the scene. They'll think it was Indians, sure.
Oh, take it easy, will you? That thing hurts.
Stop whining and get that shirt on.
You whined, too, with a slug in your shoulder? Oh. Oh, shut up. That hurts. He ain't hurt bad. Get that slug out, and that'll heal in a day or 2.
Certainly not.
Huh? I don't get you.
That wound is a break for us. I'd be foolish not to make use of it.
Well, what's the idea?
The trappers and prospectors in this section are being raided by what they think are Chief Flying Cloud's braves.
I know, but...
And you're going to be just another victim to prove the Indians aren't so friendly. Now, ride into town with your story and make it good. Right now, we've got to terrorize the countryside. Make sure that railroad gets nowhere. If we can do that, we'll control the richest fur territory on the continent and make millions out of our own railroad contract. Now, Mike, you and Baptiste go with Curly. Be sure and make your story convincing, but don't play it on too thick.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get out of this. Who is there? Come on, let's find out what's working. What's the matter?
Brady, see what that is.
Come on, boys. Come on. Get back now.
Indians, that's what. Crazy, fighting, war-mad Indians. Then the Indians jumped us. As far as I know, I'm the only one got through.
Let me do that, Sergeant.
Thank you, Diana.
Gee, I'm glad I'm wounded.
Mr. Winton, I must ask you to cease operations until this thing is straightened out.
But I tell you, I can't wait. It's up to you to control the Indians and protect my workers.
Gentlemen, let not thy wrath overpower thy judgment.
You keep out of this.
Pardon me, Mr. Winton. I'm Diana Blake.
How do you do, Miss Blake?
My father's the factor of the post here.
Oh, I see.
Why don't you discuss this thing with him? He's very friendly with the Indians, and his advice will help you a lot.
Well,
A very good suggestion, Diana. If anyone can handle the Indians, the factor can.
I have no objections, Miss Blake. In fact, the sooner the better. Oh, are you coming with us, Sergeant?
I'll join you later. I want to follow through with this business.
Right.
Harding, close the door. Martin, can you lead us to where this happened?
Sure thing. I know that country like I know my family. I don't know what happened to the other poor fellas. They must have carried them off.
Martin, any of your men wear spurs?
Of course not. They were trappers.
Then the raid today wasn't made by Indians.
Get out, Sergeant. I know Indians when I see them.
Maybe you do. But the tracks show that every horse was shod. We know Indians don't ride shod horses, and they don't wear spurs. Look at that.
That's a spur row. Where'd you find that?
Back there. But who else could it have been? That's our job to find out. Let's get back to town.
I've given you the benefit of years of experience, Mr. Winton.
I appreciate your advice, Mr. Blake. But the fact remains that I have a job to do, and I intend to do it, Indians or not.
I refuse to believe that Flying Cloud was responsible for that raid. He gave me his word he would not attack, and that's good enough for me.
But who else could have done it?
Maybe I can answer that.
Hello, Mac.
Sergeant?
Mr. Blake is right. The evidence points to renegade whites dressed as Indians. I don't think the chief knew anything about it.
That doesn't help me any. By the way, Mr. Blake tells me that I better make a deal with Flying Cloud if I expect to get anywhere around here.
That old Indian makes a promise. He'll keep it. You can bank on that.
All right, I'll try anything once.
That's fine, Mr. Winton. I'll be glad to ride over with you. I'll do anything I can for your project.
The government's project, you mean?
All right. I stand corrected.
Well, thank you, Mr. Blake.
My pleasure.
It's been nice meeting you, Miss Blake.
Thank you, Mr. Winton.
Come on, Sergeant. How far do we have to ride, Sergeant?
Not far.
Well, let's hurry.
Wait a minute, Winton.
All right, Curly, we'll help you down.
Now, take it easy, man.
That man's wounded, Winton. It's my business to find out how.
But what about me?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh. Hello, Mike. What's the matter with Curly?
He was jumped by Indians. Left to die on the trail. His whole winter's catch of furs stolen.
That's tough. Where'd this happen?
What difference does it make? It happened. A lot of good you Mounties do for us around here.
Come on inside, Curly. The factory will take care of you. Oh. We'll have to postpone our trip until later. Right now, this is more important.
I'll get the things, Dad.
Sit down, my man.
Careful, Mr. Blake. It hurts terrible.
Yes, I'll be careful.
The Indians must have poisoned the slug.
Nonsense. They don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Pardon me, Sergeant. Here you are, Dad.
Oh! Ouch!
Don't be a crybaby.
But it hurts! Oh! Ouch!
Got it. That slug came from a .45 revolver.
Let me see it. This did come from a revolver. That's funny.
Well, what's funny about that?
In all my experiences in this territory, I've never seen an Indian carry one. Are you sure it was an Indian, Curly?
Well, of course I'm sure. Why should I lie about it? It was 22 of them.
That's quite a number for one man to tackle. You're lucky to escape.
Big laugh around here is you redcoats. Nobody's safe. We're apt to have our scalps lifted any time, while you fellas are playing around examining bullets.
Get this, Mike. I never play around when I examine a bullet. They always tell the truth. This is a .45 from the latest Colt. With a little more study, I might be able to find the gun it came from. Fine chance. Here, you take a look at it. It might be able to tell you something. Sorry, my aim was bad.
Don't tell me nothing, except it might have near finished him. Sorry, my aim was bad. Curly, we're going out to wet our whistles. Come on over when you get patched up.
My good man, have you given thought to the evils of drink?
Yes, I've studied it deeply. And I still like it.
Say, MacLane, why don't you get yourself some more Mounties? The fighting kind.
Are you going to let them get away with that?
Don't worry, Diana. They're not getting away with anything.
And there was Curly, left for dead on the trail by a bunch of thieving Indians. I tell you, men, we got to do something before they run us trappers clear out of the territory.
Listen, men, what have we got the Mounties for? Why don't they do something? The government pays them to protect us, doesn't it?
Oh, they're yellow. The minute any trouble starts, they happen to be busy doing something else.
So you think we're yellow, eh, Mike?
You heard me, Monty. What are you going to do about it?
I'll take care of that later. Right now, I want you to account for your broken spur.
Oh, trying to change the subject, huh? What's the matter? Is it against the law for a man to have a broken spur?
Quiet! I want all you men to get out of here. My business with these men is private. Come on, get along.
What's the idea?
It's more than an idea, Mike. It's a statement of facts. You have a broken spur. How come the missing part was found where a bunch of trappers were murdered? You better have a good explanation of that, Mike.
I see, Redcoat. So you're trying to frame me, huh? Well, he ain't going to get away with it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Mike. Put your guns on the table. Hurry up. I'm arresting you for murder. You better come peaceful. I'm taking your friend along for good measure.
If he feels that way about it, let's go.
were right. I'll go peaceful.
I thought you would. What hit this place? The cyclone? I was arresting them. They put up an argument. These are two of the Indians that killed Martin's men.
Indians? What do you mean? You're crazy.
You haven't washed all your war paint off yet. That and your broken spur will put your neck in a noose. Come on, Brady, we're taking them in.
Better not take them out the front. That mob will handle them fast.
Well, we'll take them out the back. Come on. Lock them in. Hello, Hinsdale. What are you doing here?
Sergeant, I understand you jailed those two miserable sinners. Perhaps I could talk to them and let them see the error of their ways.
Well, it won't do any good, but you're welcome to try. You need the practice.
Thank you. Open up. Oh, you poor sinners, I've come to console you. Don't worry. I'll get word to the boss.
MacLane, when are we going to have that powwow with that Indian chief of yours? I've got a wagon train with supplies and surveyors coming in tomorrow.
We're going to visit Flying Cloud tonight. I've sent a man to arrange the meeting.
That's fine. I'll meet you here right after dinner.
Well, don't worry about a thing, Mr. Winton. We'll have a couple of my men along as escorts.
Well, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Go on, get out!
Let him out, Brady.
Get out of here!
Those who live by the sword shall perish by the sword.
Get out of here!
Oh, thank you, Sergeant. I think I did them some good. Someday you, too, shall receive your reward.
Thank you, Hinsdale. Thank you. Funny old character, always trying to reform people.
You'll get nowhere fast in this neighborhood.
Ransome sent for Black Bear. Black Bear come.
Oh, yeah. Sit down. That Indian is here.
Oh, yeah. Keep your eyes open. I've got to win that old bird over to our side.
Yeah.
Now, wait. Hello, Black Bear. Glad to see you. Sit down. We'll have powwow. Listen, Black Bear. The white people are planning to build a railroad to bring the iron horse into the Indians' land. If the iron horse comes, it'll bring many settlers. The timber will be cut down and the fur animals destroyed or driven away.
Why, Ransome, talk Black Bear. Black Bear medicine man, not chief.
That's just it. I can make you chief. Then we can stop work on railroad.
Black Bear, listen. Ransome, talk more.
You're one smart Indian. You must tell Flying Cloud that the spirit of the great totem told you that the redcoats had come to take his hunting ground away.
Flying Cloud, he no believe me. He say that great totem speak to him.
Don't worry. The great totem will speak to him. You understand?
Black Bear understand. Black Bear call for great totem. Great totem will come.
That's right. You've got it all straight.
What kind of hocus pocus is this? How are you going to bring the great totem to Flying Cloud?
Very easily. Been preparing that for a long time. Well, what brings you here?
Grievous times have fallen upon us.
All right, Hinsdale, cut out the acting. Spill what you know fast.
Sergeant MacLane suspects our setup. He beat up Mike and that piece and tossed him into jail. He and Winton are going to have a powwow with Flying Cloud tonight about the railroad.
I told them to be careful of MacLane. Signal the men to get ready for a little workout tonight.
Railroad will bring much good to Indian as well as white man. Chief, I ask that you give us permission to build it.
I must consider my people. At them all.
Just like I told you. All the redcoats are there except the one guarding the jail.
Great totem say, death and hunger
We'll follow trail of iron horse.
I don't know anything about your great totem. I'm trying to talk common sense to you people.
Refuse, white man. He plan for Indians. So speaks great totem.
Wait. Even your good friend Factor Blake agrees that the railroad will bring much good to red man and pale face alike.
Why Blake not here?
Silence! I am your chief. I will settle this trouble. You say my friend Factor Blake want railroad to come. Why not he come with you?
The factor said he would not advise Flying Cloud unless Flying Cloud asked him to come.
Very well, I wait. Bring Blake. Tell him I ask advice for good of my people.
I'll go and get him. Be back as soon as possible.
He's going back alone.
Why not? Shut up. I know what I'm doing, and you're going to help me do it.
Hey, Monty, when do we eat?
You've had your meal, but we ain't had enough. Is there any law against a man being hungry? And besides, you forgot the dessert. And you're not going to get any. Now, quiet down and get back in there. I'll take me...
He fell for it, all right. He's out of his pocket. You'll be out in a minute. About time. What delayed you? I'll explain later. Get those masks on. We got lots to do. Come on. Let's get going.
Charlie, get the horses and bring them up the store. We might have to get away fast. Boys, here we go. Here comes Curly with the horses. Now let me handle it.
Get away from that sack. What does this mean? Quiet, Ranger.
That's enough, boys. Toss your guns to the floor.
You better show him how to do it, Mounty. It's your turn first. Drop your gun.
Smart, hey, Monty?
I'm from Sergeant MacLane. Factor Blake has been attacked by outlaws and badly hurt.
What? This should happen now.
That's not the worst of it. They've carried off his daughter. We're to return at once. We'll form a posse and follow the trail.
Right. How about the meeting, Chief?
Meeting over. Till factor well.
Oh, wait a minute, boys. Wait a minute. Great Totem has passed judgment. This is signed White Man's Railroad must not come.
I believe Great Totem when my eyes see.
Oh, me show you, Great Totem. Great Totem had given sign. Now you hear his word.
He make medicine.
The Great Totem! Look!
In the hour of danger, I come to speak to my people. The white man is coming to enslave you, to imprison you in the steel bands of the railroad. Already his wagons are on the trail. Strike now, or lose your freedom forever. Heed my words. Farewell.
Great Totem has spoken! You see with two eyes?
Flying cloud aside. Railroad no come.
Well, did it work?
They believe the Great Totem has spoken. They ride at dawn.
All right, sister, get on this horse and hurry if you don't want to get hurt.
Well, what about the blanket?
Forget the blankets. Get on the horse.
Oh, I'm all right, Sergeant MacLane. Where's Dad? Did they...
No, he's being taken care of. I'll take you to it.
Wait. Last night those men boasted that the Indians were sending out raiders to attack the railroad surveying party. We've got to warn them.
Good girl. There's still time. We'll beat them yet.
The Indians are going to attack you. Let me get Miss Blake aboard. Then we'll try and outrun them. Okay. All right, men. Get underway. Indians.
raiders now are helpless. See what they do in The Night Raiders, the next thrill-crammed